Hey guys, out here, City of Milton Disc Golf Course, new course coming to the Panhandle of Florida. Wanted to show you guys some of the progress that's been done on the clearing. Just started this week, been about a year in the making. Had to, obviously go through design, go through getting equipment, getting approvals from the city, but we are getting close, so wanted to walk through some of the holes. It's kind of sporadic what's been cleared, this week. It's not in order, but I can kind of go through and show you at least 6-7 of the holes that have been done. And then once the rest get done, we'll make a part 2 video to go over, what those other holes are going to look like. So I think you'll like what you see, hopefully, and let me know your thoughts. Hoping to get some more people out here at some point, give some feedback once we get some clearing done before we actually set paths and set basket locations. But check it out, tell me what you think, and hope to see you guys out here on the course very soon. Fingers crossed that it'll be in time for the Panhandle Open 4 on May 2nd. Hole 4, New City Milton Disc Golf Course. Got some clearing going on today. No trees have been really taken out, but we've got a lot of the fairways, the brush is cut. So this is gonna be a downhill, shorter shot, maybe looking at 230, 240. So this is gonna kind of play down the hill here to tight fairway. You've got some boundary trees going on each side, but that's what's gonna make it a very challenging fairway. So all these trees again will be taken out, so it's going to kind of play navigating a little bit right to left, but the fairway overall is going to be pretty straight. So as you can see, it looks like they've gotten a lot of this hole cut, but they haven't pulled the branches yet, so it's going to kind of be difficult to navigate. But you'll see our pin should be right up in here, nestled. It's gonna be a very attackable birdie. You are gonna have a tight fairway. The difficulty of that fairway is gonna kind of help make this hole nice and challenging. We do have a little bit of opportunity. If we wanted to, move this left to right, got some room as well. Once we get all this cleared, be able to make adjustments on the pin locations if we need to. All right, hole 6. This is one of the holes that I'm really excited about. Again, there's gonna be some of these small trees coming out to better define these fairways. What we've seen so far is just some brush clearing, but this is going to be a par 4, I want to say 420, 430. It's going to play a little bit uphill, so going to be a straight tunnel shot off the tee. Really going to have to navigate the right and left sides. As you can see, probably talking 30 feet, 40 feet wide. We'll have some of these trees on the left up here taken out, so you'll have more room on this side of the fairway, but it's going to be play up to the corner here, try to throw right to left fading shot. So we get up to the apex. Again, these are all going to come out as well, so we'll have more of a defined corner, but you'll throw your shot up in here, hopefully finish pushing as far as possible. We'll widen these out a little more. Again, you see a cluster of trees. A lot of those are going to go. We'll keep, 2-3 in there. But then you're going to have this nice left to right finish. So you're going to play a strategic shot up to the corner, push as far as you can to the left, set yourself up for what I think is just a great looking shot. We've got some really nice oaks up here, which you will see. We tried to incorporate those into the scenery. It'll bring you up here to this, again, beautiful area with some oaks. So not a super long hole, but the technicality of it plays a little uphill. It's going to make it to where really it's going to be a 2-shot hole. Good shots will get you a birdie. Some beautiful trees here, like we mentioned, and then we'll nestle our pin right here to give you a very nice attackable par 4. Hole 7, working on the brush, still got some trees to contend with, but this is a par 3. If I had to choose right now, this is probably one of my favorite holes, just looking at what has been cleared so far. So this tree will be going right here, but once that's gone off the tee, you'll just have this really gorgeous fairway. sloping downhill to play. I think it plays 330, 340. So won't be an easy birdie by any means, but we'll be coming in, removing some of these trees. Really, you know, I didn't mark this one initially, but this just looks like a great tree. So we might have to look at leaving that one and, you know, evaluating some of these others. But you can see you got a cluster here. These will all be removed. So your line will kind of play straight down through here. We'll be leaving a few strategic trees. This is already cleared, but not really a natural golf line. So we'll be taking out a few of these trees here. And then once you get up to the corner, you're gonna have a really a great kind of left-hand turn. So we're, you know, still gonna have to look at some of these trees. This will be your right side area. We could move the basket up in here. It's a little further back. You'll see around this corner. Goal being that this is going to kind of be a long hyzer shot where somebody has to throw straight for, you know, 250, 270, and then have your disc kind of hyzer off at the end. Or, you know, if you're lefty or you sidearm, you're going to have to get a little creative with what you're throwing. But basket will be right up in here. We'll clear all this out. Nice 30-foot circle. So it's going to be a tough one. We can probably take out a few of these trees here for more of a inside line. I think that's probably what we'll have to look at now that I'm seeing this thing cleared. Out this, leave some of those middle trees. You'll have a wide gap out here, you know, wide gap, and then you'll have maybe an inside gap. So I think it's gonna be a great hole, and just that view from the tee is spectacular. Just this nice, you know, downhill, beautifully manicured fairways. Hole 8, New Milton Disc Golf Course. Still coming up with a name. Got to work with the city on that. But so this is another par 4 uphill. Going to be about a 270 tunnel, and then it's going to play up and to the left. So you're going to have to throw a pretty straight shot. Again, some of these trees will be coming out. Majority of these up front will be coming out to give you a very clean shot off the tee. But you'll play up, you know, like I said, 270, 280 to the corner. And then you'll have kind of a slow left turn after that initial hard turn down to the basket. So the hard part on this one, I think, is going to be that second shot. That's the goal. You're going to have an open fairway here. A lot of these trees will not be staying. We'll keep a couple of the big ones, you know, just to provide a little bit of challenge off the tee up here. But yeah, we've got one with an orange mark. That'll be staying. It's not really going to be in your intended line anyway. But what's going to happen is once you kind of beat this corner, you've got a slow left turn. You're going to want to push your drive as far back as you can without going into the woods. And then that's going to open you up to some options. Ideal landing spot probably being here. And then you will have a tight 210, 220 shot to the green. So, you know, miss your line by a few feet one direction or the other, you could find yourself kicking off into the woods. And we're going to try to keep the rough somewhat thick just to enhance the challenge of this hole. So not a super long par 4. It's possible you could get a jump putt on this hole. You throw a big hyzer backhand drive, but it's going to be tough to get up here. I can't see many drives landing past about right here, which is still another 80 feet to the pin. One awesome thing about this hole is we have room. So if I ever wanted to move this back even further, make the turn a little bit sharper, move it off left to right, we've got room to do that. So you play up into here, and right there, we got this nice hole back here too. Love to see this filled in, turned into maybe a bunker of some sort. But that's this hole, one of my favorite ones, one of the first ones I've done. Be a nice challenge for the course. Hole 9, be kind of a tight gap off the fairway. You've got to kind of beat these two trees, but then it's going to open up. You're going to have options slowly downhill. Got this big kind of gully in between here. Might be something unique to incorporate some OB at some point, just to make this a little more challenging if we have any big tournaments here. But we'll keep those 2 trees in the middle. We'll take out a lot of these other small ones. You'll have a choice. Do I want to go left, or do I want to come over here and try to hit the inside gap? Seen a few holes like this in the area. Think that they're great opportunities to test out your decision making and your line. So we'll come up here. This is the inside gap, but slowly turn to the right. Have a lot of these trees on the right side over here, kind of thinned up, taken out. But as you can see, it opens up in here. So it's going to be a very fair green area. As you can see, there's a fence line here. So one kick is going to send you out of bounds into the batting cage area. And, you know, you will have to take an OB stroke. So it's not going to be a wide open green to the basket. You're going to have trees here. It's going to play you back to your pin here before you head on to the next hole, which is going to be right up in here. So should be birdieable, but plenty of obstacles in your way. We are looking on from the tee pad here. I think it's hole 9, new City of Milton disc golf course. They've just started doing some clearing out here. They haven't cut down a whole lot of trees, so you'll still see a lot of trees that are going to be taken out. I think this one's 320, be dog leg right. Gonna have a few fairway trees that are gonna stay, but overall this will show you a good mix of what the hole is gonna look like once we get some of these trees taken out, and then the ground also, you know, leveled and all the stumps removed. So a couple of these trees you'll see flags on. These are going to be staying. If we've got orange paint or flags, we're going to leave those. So you'll have a couple important trees to beat there in the middle. Go inside or outside. We've got a nice outside line here. As we walk up here, see a nice little hole. Might fill that in with some sand, something to kind of be a makeshift bunker. And then as we walk up here, you'll see our pin location. So we've got the flags here right now. We could, you know, decide that we want to move it a little bit back in here. We're gonna have to look at it once the hole is cleared, see what's the best for safety purposes, and then also what makes the best shot. So that's hole 9 in the woods, City of Milton Disc Golf Course. All right, hole 10, City of Milton Disc Golf Course. This is one that's going to run parallel to some of the houses over here. So I want to say offhand 260, 270-ish. Going to be a nice straight to slow right to left shot. Hyzer for right hand backhands, but we'll come up here and take a look. Got a nice fairway already here. Looks like most of the trees are gone at this point until we get to this cluster up here in the front. The majority of these will be taken out. We'll be taking out some on the left side as well, just to open this up, make it more of a fair shot. May have to come in here and look at a couple of these, and you know, that's a nice beautiful oak. I think that'd be a great tree to leave. Might need to put some paint on that one. And then it'll play, you know, again, a slow hyzer. Not a ton of stuff in the way, but still gonna be a little bit of a challenging hole. Got a couple trees here, another big oak. We'll be leaving that to give you a little bit of challenge as you get closer to the basket. And then got a nice, another little hole in here, talked about before, big deep hole. And then we'll have our basket back here. So we'll be playing to a pin right back in this area. So, you know, nice little hyzer shot. This is looking back at the fairway, but after we get all those trees out, be a nice par 3. Thank you guys for watching. This is my first view of the course after some clearing by the city. I'm really excited so far. We've got a lot of great holes. Still 2 or 3 that I consider to be really good signature holes that are going to be cleared. Show you those in a second part of the video, so be sure to check out a part 2, hopefully coming into next week. They're telling me 1 more week out here and we should be done. They've got to grade some walkways out in the open area, but once the clearing's done, this thing should move pretty quickly. We should be talking tee pads, tee signs, basket locations. Baskets are ordered, be on the way here shortly. So I'm not gonna make any promises, but May 2nd, Panhandle Open 4 is looking good. Still got to talk to the city about that, so don't ink that, but I'm optimistic at this point. So subscribe to the YouTube channel. I'll probably be posting some more updates here on the course. I think we're gonna have a gym here. So one other thing to show you guys, was fortunate to talk with the city, and I believe that they have agreed that we need a practice area for this course, a place where maybe we can set up tournament central near a practice basket. We'll have a 19th basket. This is going to be it. So you got a nice area there. Got some barriers already in place with the poles, and we will be able to set up a nice 30-foot area. Hole 1's going to be kind of right off in this direction. Perfect transition, 18 right here. So we'll be able to really put this area to good use. And I think it'll show some visibility for the disc golf course right by the parking lot as well. This looks like a perfect place for the disc golf course to really stand out, have some signage, course maps potentially, and be that introduction to all players who are coming out here for the first time. And then of course that great area to warm up when you're getting ready to play a tournament. So let me know what you think of the course. Feedback, all feedback's good feedback. Can't make everybody happy, obviously, but I think you guys are gonna like it. I think we're all gonna be proud of what is coming out here to Milton. So again, huge shout out. Thank you, City of Milton, Parks and Rec, Public Works, Landscape, City Council, of course, for getting on board with this. Anyone else who's participated or given their feedback, thank you guys as well. Wouldn't be putting this course in, getting it moving without you. Thanks everyone, and we'll keep you posted on any more progress.